Hello viewers, my name is Will Keith and I am here with just a quick update on a couple of my weapons. I got a private message from a guy a couple days ago and I figured instead of replying directly to him, since this can be kind of educational for other people, I'm just going to make a video answering the questions. Question number one is how the cold steel machetes hold up after a lot of heavy use. So I have the cold steel Kukri Machete here. I'm just going to show how it's held up. I've had this thing for about 5 years now, and other than a bunch of cosmetic damage up here and this schmutz on the blade, that's just wood gunk. That's not rust there. The blade hasn't rusted at all. I've smashed up ceramic and cinder blocks with the back end of the back of the blade here. Obviously the edge, mainly used for chopping wood, but it's also fine for backyard cutting with bottles and whatnot. Cold steel machetes, these are what I highly recommend to people who only have about $20 to $30 to spend on a weapon. You cannot in any way get a functional katana for $30 or less, so I always go right to these. They're very strong, pretty damn cheap, and just generally amazing quality tools. So I'm going to go abuse this rock a little bit with the thing, show you how it's going to hold up against some smacks. I'm going to be covering my eyes since I don't have any goggles here. So you can see this white gunk here. There's no big deep dents. This, you just rinse that off. That's just white chalk from the rock. Pretty much it will come off. You have nothing but a few scratches on the back. Sadly, I don't have any wood around here that I can chop up. I don't want to damage the good trees that are around here, so I'm not going to be wood cutting. But I've done a lot of wood cutting with this in the past. The edge holds up fine. There's absolutely no chips or anything in the edge. Very good tool. Great for wood cutting. Great for smashing up stuff at the back. And that's got it for this. And then he asked about the cold steel Warhammer, so I have that here. Cold steel in general is a very quality brand. They're pretty overpriced, less so if you buy third party from places like True Swords. But when you buy from Cold Steel, you know what you're going to get is going to hold up. It's going to be pretty damn good. Again, a lot of cosmetic issues on this one, just mud and gunk all over that. I could rinse that off no problem. The hammerhead has a bunch of gunk on there, but structurally it's totally fine. I put hockey tape around here for a better grip. This is paracord. I did this mainly to make it look a bit more rugged, and because I'm always paranoid about the heads flying off of axes and hammers. Even though it's too big to come off, I've always been paranoid about that. So, like, whatever, it doesn't do anything bad to it to do this. It even adds more weight to the top, not much. This is still attached perfectly well. The spike, totally fine, no dents in the spike whatsoever. I've gone through cinder blocks with the spike, it's totally fine. So now I'm going back to this rock over here. The wood's pretty good at absorbing shock too. It doesn't go like vibrating through my arm like if you hit something like a metal pipe. You should all know how that feels. Head's obviously totally fine. Drop for high carbon steel. That's not going anywhere. So as I said, cold steel, very, very solid tools. I wouldn't recommend buying katanas for them because, I mean, like, I can't deny that it's overpriced no matter where you're buying a sword. Cold steel swords are just overpriced, but the tools are fantastic. Their axes and hammers are great. Those are technically weapons rather than tools, although they do have plenty of tool uses. So I guess that's the end of this video, and I'm going to be making a very extravagant video about the donations, but the thing is I need to gather up a whole bunch of bottles before I can do said video. And like a lot of you seem to think that I just cut new unopened bottles, which I've never done in my entire life. I drink whatever it is and then I refill them with toxic New Jersey hose water and I cut those. So it's going to take me a while to get all the bottles together, but then I'm going to do a big cutting video. There's going to be like 20 bottles, going to do a big 5-gallon jug, and it's going to be really nice. So I'll see you then. I'm going to do a few smaller videos in between then and now because it's going to be a while. So that's it, and I'll see you soon. Have a good day.